Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love and be careful what you do, because the lie becomes the truth. Yeah. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Billie Jean is not my lover. Billie Jean is not my lover. Billie Jean is not my lover. Billie Jean is not my lover.
So guys, that was Billie Jean. It's the second track that's on the brand new rock and pop syllabus for Trinity Guildhall. And I'm just going to go through a little bit of the details that's in this piece. And as you'll notice, it's a basic 4/4 rock beat. And if you're not sure what that is, I'll go through that in a second. But the challenge in this piece is more reading than playing, I feel. And the fills as well provide a little bit of a challenge. So the 4/4 rock beat that we're doing here, it's going to be quavers on the rhythm with the right hand on the hats, and it's going to be crotchets on bass drum and snare drum. So the right hand on the hi-hat is going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to have bass drum on 1, snare drum on 2, bass drum on 3 and snare drum on 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat that. 1 and 2 and 3. And then it says we're into verse, but it keeps going the same beat. 2, 3, 4, and there's a repeat sign. That line with the 2 dots is a repeat sign. Repeat again. And repeat the 4th time. And that gets us to the end of that top line then. Repeat again on the next line. Bar 8. Bar 9. And then we have our first half bar fill, and a half bar fill means that we're not filling for the whole bar. It's a beat, a rock beat for the first half. 1 and 2 and our fill comes on the 3 and the 4. So it's 3 on the bass drum and 4 and on the snare, and make sure they're all the same value. This fill isn't faster than the groove. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that gets us to the end of the second line. We start the pre-chorus with a crash and bass drum. 1 and then down to the normal groove, and 2 and 3 and 4 and so starting from bar 11, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeat without a crash for bar 12. Repeat again on 14, same on 15, same on 16, 17, and then a little 2-bar fill on 17. It goes 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So make sure that you play the groove up until 3 and the fill is on the snare 4 and. Sorry, it's and 4. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sorry, I was putting the fill all on the 4, but it actually, there's a whole note on the 4 and the first hit is on the and of 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That brings us on to 19, which is chorus. 2, 3, 4. Repeat on 20. Repeat on 21. Then a 2-beat fill on and 2 and 3, 4 and. Okay, that's the end of the first page. It gets us up to 23 at the start of the second page. 1, 24, 25. 2-beat fill on 26, 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 all in groove, and then and 40 and. The fill is all on the snare. So the beat on that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 40 and. Okay? Now we're into outro. Right hand over onto the right cymbal and play a similar groove, but we're going to play 3 and on the bass drum. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and again and 2. Another half bar fill here on 30. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's and 4 and, but the and is on the snare and the 4 and's on the floor tom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Watch out for those 2 bass drums at the start. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and continue on the right. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat again for 32. 2, 3 and 33. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. No and, just clean 4, and then snare drum, floor tom, and bass drum together on 1, and rest on 2, 3, and 4. So that is Billie Jean, as written for the Trinity Guildhall Rock and Pop Syllabus 2018. I hope that this kind of description bar by bar has helped. It's not something I usually do. Most of the videos that I've done of playthroughs have just been the song and that's it, but that in isolation can sometimes not be as helpful. So if the back half of this video is helpful for you, let me know and I'll keep doing it. And if it's not, like, I'll be able to tell when people stop watching, but let me know. If, like, listen, I'd rather if you just did the playthrough as a singular video and the explanation as a separate one. I can do that too. Thanks for watching, guys, if you watched this far, and I'll keep doing this. See you again soon.